Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to decorate an old cigar box. The first thing to do was to give it a coat of gesso. I'd picked up a pack of rice papers from Samantha K when I was at a workshop. I laid it on the lid, decided the part I wanted to use and then cut it to size with the paper trimmer. I decided to use matte Mod Podge to stick it on with. I was quite generous with it as I wanted to try and add it without any wrinkles. I didn't do too bad of a job, and once down, I brushed more medium over the top, making sure I got the edges and the corners. Once dry, out came the paints. I chose ink black, burnt sienna and deep turquoise. I added a combination of all of these colors onto the sides of the box, starting with the turquoise, which, incidentally, is really bright. I dried between each color. Working on a box, or any 3D object, can be tricky, as you have to think about all the different sides, and the best way to work on each one, especially if one side is still wet. I just kept going with the colors until I created something that I liked. Using some elements from the new Finnabair molds, I created a simple layout on the lid. I didn't want to use too many pieces, or else it would have made the top too heavy. I used heavy body gel to stick them all on with. Once dry, I gave all the elements a coat of white gesso, so the paint had something to adhere to. I ensured that I dried it thoroughly before I started to apply the paints. I used the same colors of paints that I started with. I started with the burnt sienna and just randomly added it to the elements. I dried each color before applying the next so as not to make mud. Plus, by drying and then adding the same color, this gives different shades and tones of that color. Using water, as it helps to make the paint flow. Here I was using the black ink to create depth and shadows, but I'd watered it down before applying it. Once dry, I added a small amount of carmine for more drama against the vibrant turquoise. I only wanted small traces, so I dispersed it with sprays of water and mopped it up with kitchen roll. So sorry this is blurred, it's umber-colored paint. I put some on the palette, watered it down and then randomly added it onto the lid. I chose an old, but well-loved stencil by Prima to add some more texture to the box sides. I used Cosmic Shimmer texture paste in gold pearl, as I wanted it to have a shimmer. I'm really sorry that I am off camera here, but I had to have the box level to get the stenciling straight and even. Don't forget to clean your stencil straight away. Once I'd stenciled the sides and the front, I turned to the inside, which I decided to paint black. Using gesso. Using the Sparks Dragonfly Wings paint, which is highly pigmented with gold, I added a bit more sparkle to the elements and then the box. Once dry, I decided to add some splatters in the same color. Due to everything I had added, the elements on top had gone a bit flat, so I took out my patina green wax and applied it softly over the top of some of the elements. Then, as a bit of a contrast, I used peacock wax. And finally, I added some white fire wax, very sparingly, to the elements and the box. And there we go, the finished box. Hope you liked this transformation. If you liked my project, please like and subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. I love to know what you think. See you next time.